Hey guys, what's new in LA? What's happening? What's up? And today we're gonna learn new is Wikipedia vital articles. Vital, how to say it correct? Need to Google. Vital articles, and is first level of vital articles. Let's learn our first is the arts. We have 10 and we will learn the arts. Okay, the arts refers to the theory and physical expression to creatively found in human societies and cultures. Major constituents, what is? I don't know. Constituents, major constituents. Okay, let's say it. It's first word what we have searched. Yes. Oh, the arts include literature, American is again. Constituents. Of the arts include literature, including drama, poetry, and prose, performing arts, among them dance, music and theater, and visual arts, including drawing, painting, filmmaking, architecture, ceramics. Ceramics? What is? Ceramics art is made from ceramic material. Oh, cool. Sculpting and photography. Some art forms combine a visual element with performance, e.g. cinematography, or artwork with the written word, e.g. comics. From prehistoric cave paintings, okay, to modern day films, art serves as a vessel for storytelling. Vessel is it's a vessel for storytelling. Okay, I don't know what's a ship or large boat. Vessel. As serves as a vessel. I don't know, vessel. What is? Okay, let's Google vessel. What is it? Vessel studio album. Images. Vessel. Okay. Is our ship. Vessel. Okay. For storytelling and convening humankind's relationship with the environment. Okay, definitions. In its most, definitions is main knowledges. Yes, definitions, or what is definitions? Definitions is like describing of the main definitions. Okay, main articles. In its most basic abstract definition, art is the augmented expression of a sentient being through or an accessible sentient, able to perceive or feel things. Okay, sentient, able to feel things. Okay, sentient, to perceive. Being through or an accessible medium so that anyone can view, hear, or experience it. The act itself of producing an expression can also be referred to as a certain art. To refer is okay. To refer is we have like a link and we mention or alluded. Okay, to refer to a certain art or as art in general. If this solidified expression or solidified solid is to solid is what is okay, is create some of the solid and strong, powerful, and strong. Yes. expression or the act of producing it is good or has value depends on those who access and rate it, and this public rating is dependent on various subjective factors. Merriam-Webster defines the arts as painting, sculpture, music, theater, literature, etc. Consider it as a group of activities done by people with skill and imagination. Done by is word, yes? Done by, okay. Done by is when we have, is not need to read like activities done, need to read done by people with skill and imagination. Similarly, the United States Congress in the National Foundation on the Arts and Humanities Act defined the arts as follows. Okay, the term the arts includes, but it's not limited to, music, instrumental and vocal, dance, drama, folk includes, but it's not limited, okay. Limited to. What is limited to? Our expression. Dance, drama, folk, art definition. Creative writing, architecture and allied fields. Allied fields? What is? Allied fields. For the alliance. Allied fields, okay, need to say it. Allied fields. Interesting. Is for the alliance. Painting, sculpture, photography, graphic and craft arts, industrial design, costume and fashion design, motion pictures, television, radio, film, video, tape, and sound recorded tape. What is tape? Okay. Tape is a narrow strip of material typically used to hold or fasten something. Okay. Tape. Okay. Art related presentation and sound recording. The arts related to the presentation perform related to relate. To relate is relationship, yes? Relate. Relate is to connect. Give an account. Narrate. Give an account. To relate. Okay, to relate is connection. To relate. Next. Where is? To relate arts related to the presentation, performing, execution, and exhibition of such major art forms. Exhibition. How to say it? Exhibition. And do you have to? No. Exhibition of such major art forms, all those traditional arts practiced by the diverse people of this country. Seek and the study. What is seek? I don't know. Seek. And the study and application of the arts to the human environment. Cool. Let's read more. In ancient Greece, all arts and craft was referred to by referred. To refer is to refer. Refer is ссылаться. Yes. To refer. Referred to by the same word. Techn is a term etymologically derived from Greek that is often translated craftsmanship. Okay, tech review. Thus there was how to say it? Thus is as a result of consequence of this, therefore. Thus is as a result. Okay. distinction among the arts. Ancient Greek has brought their veneration. Great respect. Veneration, great respect. Veneration. Great respect. Respectum patronum. Okay, respect of no distinction among the arts. Has brought the distinction, I forget. Distinction, okay, is difference. Distinction is a difference of or contrast between similar things of people. Distinction, okay. Good. One moment, need to drink water. Water ends. Oh. One moment. I'm here. Distinction is different. Art brought the veneration of the animal form and the development of equivalent skills to show musculature, poise, beauty. Poise, what is?
Poise.
Graceful and elegant bearing in a person. But bearing, what is? Poise is balance, equilibrium. Elegant bearing. One moment, poise. Bear has to be balanced or suspended. Okay, graceful and elegant bearing. Okay, now is bearing. Way of standing or moving. Okay, a person's way of standing or moving. Bearing. Relation of or relevance, okay? And graceful. Grace, what is? Grace, simple elegance or refinement of movement. Grace. Okay. Grace is simple elegance. Elegance of refinement. Refinement, I don't know what is, need to Google. Refine, the process of removing impurity. Oh my gosh, one more. Refinement. Simple elegance and refinement is the process of removing impurities or unwanted elements from a substance. Okay, and impurities. Impurities is the quality of condition or being impure. Okay.
Impurities.
Impurities. Okay. Oh my gosh, this will be a really big number of time to watch it. Mix it with foreign matter. Oh my gosh, one more. Impure.
Impure.
Impure. Pure and impure we have. Okay. Mix it foreign with foreign adulterated. Adulterated. Adulterated, what is?
Adulterated.
Adulterate is render something poorer in quality by adding another substance, typically an interior one. Okay. Render something poorer. Inferior. lower in rank, status, or quality.
inferior,
Now we did. Now we know what is. Inferior, lower in rank, inferior, inferior. Inferior, next adulterate. Whew, Jesus. And now we know what is poise. Bearing in a person. Poise. Bearing is a person way of standing or moving grace. Okay. Poise, okay. And poise we can Google with picture. Poise. Oh my gosh, no. Really? Step to develop poise. Simple definition of poise. Oh my gosh. Poise. Beauty and anatomically correct proportion. Ancient Roman art depicted. Depict. Okay. Show or represent by a drawing. Depicted. Goods. Guts. As idealized humans. Shown with characteristic distinguishing features. Zeus. Thunderbolt. Distinguishing features. Distinguishing features is like a Superman symbolic. Distinguishing is a characteristic of things to identify it. Distinctive. Okay, is distinguishing features. Okay. G. In Byzantine and Gothic art, Byzantine refers to the body of Christian Greek. Okay. Of the Middle Age, the dominance of the church instead on the expression of biblical and not material truths. Eastern arts has generally worked in a style akin. Okay, oh my gosh, it's an interesting word. Akin is of similar character. Akin. Adjective. Akin to Western medieval art, namely a concentration on surface patterning and local color, meaning the plain color of an object, such as basic red for a red rope, rather than the modulation. Rather is used to indicate one's preference in a particular matter. Rather is to indicate one's preference in a particular matter. And now, preference, what is? Rather, preference is greater liking for one alternative over another or something. Preference. Okay.
preference,
Greater liking. Good. One new word. Okay, where is rather than modulation of that color brought about by light, shade, and reflection. About by light, okay? A characteristic of this style is that the local color is often defined by an outline, a contemporary equivalent in this cartoon. Outline. A contemporary equivalent is the cartoon. Outline is... Okay, in the real life is equivalent of the the cartoon. Okay, but outline...
Outline.
Outline, okay, outline is a line or set of lines enclosing or indicating the shape of an object in a sketch or diagram. Good. Diagram. This is evident in, for example, the art of India, Tibet and Japan. Religious Islamic art forbids iconography and expresses religious ideas through geometry instead. Evident in. Evident.
Evident in.
Evident in. Evident is plain or obvious, clearly seen or understood. Evident is plain. What is plain? Evident. Plain. Not decorated or elaborated, simple, ordinary in character. Simple or ordinary character. Character. How to say it?
Simple or ordinary in character.
Character. In character. Okay. For example, the art of India are forbid. Art forbid. To forbid. To forbid. Refuse to allow. Okay, to forbid. Refuse to allow. To allow. No. Yes. Hadith through geometry, expression, religious days, iconography. Okay. Classifications. In the Middle Ages, arts, liberal arts, who were taught in universities as part of the trivium and in the introductory curriculum involving grammar, rhetoric, and logic, and all the quadrivium, a curriculum involving the mathematics arts, or arithmetic, geometry, music, and astronomy. The artes mechanica consisting of Vesteria. Oh my gosh, need to understand curriculum. Curriculum. What is?
Curriculum.
Curriculum, okay, is the subject comprising a course of study. Ah, what I need. Curriculum of the first age of the school. When children continue to study their own curriculum by attending evening classes. The subject. Okay, curriculum. Curriculum. In the as a part who are taught at universities, part of the trivium, an introductory curriculum involving grammar, rhetoric, and logic, and of the quadrivium, the four subjects of arts taught after teaching the trivium, involving the mathematics arts of arithmetic, geometry, music, and astronomy. The artes mechanica consisting of to consist. Ah, okay. Be composed or made of. To consist. Be composed or made up of. Next, curriculum involving. Curriculum, what is again? Comprising of course and study. Okay. Curriculum involving the mathematics of arithmetic, geometry, and astronomy consists. Weaving is a method of textile producing in which two distinct sets of yarns or threads are... Okay, we will learn it later. Agriculture, architecture and masonry. Building of structures from individuals units, which are often laid in and bound together by mortar. Wow. Warfare, hunting, military education and the martial arts. Trade, mercatura, cuinaria, cooking, cuinaria, and metalleria, blacksmithing and metallurgy, were practiced and developed in guild environments. The modern distinction between artistic and non-artistic skills did not develop until the Renaissance. In modern academia, their arts are usually grouped with as a subset of the humanities. Some subjects in the humanities are history, linguistics, literature, theology, philosophy, and logic. The arts have also been classified as 7: paintings, architecture, sculpture, literature, music, performing, and cinema. The arts have also been classified as 7: painting, architecture, sculpture, literature, music, performing, and cinema. Some view literature, painting, sculpture, and music as the main 4 arts. Literature, painting, sculpture, music. But performing, of which the other are derivative. Something that is based on another source. Derivative. Something that is based on another source. Okay? Derivative. Drama is literature with acting. Dance is music expressed through motion. And song is music with literature and voice. Cool, interesting. Visual arts. Oh my gosh, how many? Need to read more. It's a really big 27 minutes we learn it. Oh, Jesus, again. Okay, architecture. Architecture is the art and science of designing buildings and structures. Understand. The word architecture comes from the Greek architekton, master builder, director or of works. From archi, chef, and tecton, builder, carpenter. Who is? Carpenter. A person who makes and repairs wooden objects and structures. Carpenter, okay. Carpenter. Builder, carpenter. A wider definition would include the design of the built environment from the macro level of town planning, urban design. Include the design of the built environment from the macro level. What is macro level? Macro level. Macro level is large scale overall. Macro is big. Micro. Okay, macro. Large. And micro is not. Micro is small. Micro small, okay. Microscope. Small. The landscape architecture to the micro level of creating furniture. Architectural design usually must address both feasibility and cost.
Feasibility.
Of degree of being easily or conventionally done. Okay? Feasibility. feasibility. The state or degree.
The state or degree of being easily or conveniently done.
Conveniently done. Okay. The state or degree of being easily conveniently done. Conveniently. It's how? Convenient.
Convenient.
Fitting in well with a person's needs, activities and plans. Convenient. Okay, convenient. Comfortable. Convenient is comfortable. Comfortable. Good. And cost for the builder as well as function and aesthetic for the user. In modern usage, architecture is the art and discipline of creating or inferring and implied inferring. What is implied or apparent plan of creating, infer, to infer, deduct. Okay, conclude, to conclude. Inferring and implied and plead.
Implied.
To imply. To imply.
To imply.
Strongly suggestion the truth. Mean. To mean. Synonym. Of or apparent. Apparent.
Apparent.
Apparent. Apparent plan of.
Apparent plan of.
Is obvious plan. Obvious plan. Plan of. Implied architecture is
to connote.
To connote. To connote. To connote. Our word imply or suggestion in addition to the literal or primary meaning. Okay, to connote. Abstract things such as music and or mathematics. The apparent architecture are of natural things such as geological formation or the structure of biological cells. Biological is a branch. Okay. Biological cells or explicitly planned architectures of human-made things such as software, computers, enterprises. Enterprises is as well defined practice for conducting enterprise analysis. What is enterprise? Enterprise architecture and database. Database. In addition to building, in every usage, an architecture may be seen as a subjective mapping from a human perspective. Subjective mapping from a human perspective that of the user in the case of abstract or physical artifacts to the elements or components of some kind of structure or system which preserve is preserve. Okay, preserve. to preserve. Maintain something in its original or existing state. Objects of the past were zealously preserved. Okay, preserve is maintain something, and maintain is cause or unable to continue. Provide with necessities for life existence. Okay. Is more correct. Good. The relationship among the elements or components. Preserve is maintain something in its original. Okay. Provide. Okay. The relationships among the elements or components. Plant architecture manipulates space, volume, texture, light, shadow, or abstract elements in order to achieve pleasing aesthetics. This distinguishes it from applied science or engineering, which usually concentrate more on the functional and feasibility. Feasibility is the state of degree or being easily or conveniently done. And convenient is comfortable. Okay. Degree. It concentrate more on functional and feasibility aspects of the design of construction or structures. Or works of art. The role of the architect through changing has been central to the successful design and implementation of pleasingly built environments in which people live. Pleasingly. Police. Ceramics. Okay. About architecture we know right now. Okay, let's repeat what we was learned. The art is a theory of the processing of the process, theory of the process, or doing artistic things. Artistic means that is a process of sculpturing, painting, or cinema, or music, or other. And first it was in the ancient Greece from the word technique. And I forgot. Okay, I understand that need to learn first grade. Now need to learn the biggest, large, but it's main. I don't know how to learn it. Now we will learn common page article. Okay, let's. Architecture is the way to create building structures. Okay, Ceramic art is art made from ceramic materials, including clay, it's fine grain, natural rock or soil, okay, which may take forms as a pottery. Okay, I know it. Tile is an object usually square or in a shape, okay. Figurines, sculpture. Tableware. While some are ceramic products are considered fine art. Fine art. Well, it's primarily for aesthetic or beauty. Okay, fine art. Some are considered to be decorative, industrial, or applied art objects. Ceramics may also be considered artifacts in archaeology. Ceramic art can be made by one person or by a group of people. In a pottery or ceramic factory, a group of people design, manufacture, and decorate the pottery. Products from a pottery are sometimes referred to as art pottery. In a one-person pottery studio, ceramics or pottery produce studio pottery. Produce. Produce, what is? From. Cause. A particular result of situation. No conventional drugs had produced any significant change. Ah, okay. Is cause. In this way. Studio pottery. In modern ceramic engineering usage, ceramics is the art and science of making objects from inorganic, non-metallic materials by the action of heat. It includes glass and mosaic made from glass tesserae. Tessera is an individual tile, okay? Concept or ideas involved in the work takes precedence over traditional aesthetic and material concerns. The inception of the term is which concepts or idea involved in the work takes precedence. What precedence? Precedence. Precedence. The condition of being considered more important than someone or something else. Priority in importance, order, or rank. Precedence. Okay, let's save it. Precedence. Like a president? Precedence. Over traditional aesthetic and material concerns. Concern. A matter of interest or importance to someone. Oh my gosh, I will not read because throat.
Strict.
Hatching.
Hatching.
Hatching. Wow. Interesting. Acquaintance.
Acquaintance.
Acquaintance. Oh, oral.
Oral.
Ninth art. Distinguish, I forget. Okay.
Very. Subtle. Subtle.
Subtle. Subtle. Could we do it? Bee dance, mating dance. Areas exist in which artistic works incorporate multiple artistic fields such as Didn't use the term opera for his work, but instead there is no clear line between art and culture. Distinction to the fine arts. Cultures.
Auteur.
Involvement.
Involvement.
Right definition, okay. art museum. Wow. Okay, guys, we have learned this article. It was really big job. 1 hour and 9 minutes, really big opportunity for it. And what I learned from it, that we have arts like a music, painting, drawing, mime, sculpture, architecture, drawing, and other performing, and they influence to the culture and life of people. Yes, and also in the 2012 we have new art, is art of video game. It's interesting. What I were reading, and maybe need more information, but it's hard for me because it's first time. Maybe need to dig deeper for it. And how many words new? Major constituents, vessel, definition, sentient, to refer, to solid, done by, allied fields, tape, to relate, exhibition, thus, veneration, distinction, poise, bearing, grace, refinement, impurities, impure, adulterate, inferior, distinguish features, distinguishing characters of one the things to serving to identify. Okay, akin, rather, preference, outline, evident, plain, to forbid, curriculum, to consist, derivative, carpenter, macro, micro, feasibility, convenient, to infer, to imply, apparent plan of, to connote, to preserve, maintain, precedence, hatching, to extend, dimension, acquaintance, oral, temporal, to vary, subtle, to fuse, outer, involvement. Oh my gosh, 57 words. I think is good deal. Need to remember it more. Need to create maybe games with these words, and I will remember it more cooler, more faster, not more. More is for 3 syllables and more. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Learn together and be strong. Yes. Who will read it? Who will read this article in the description below? Please write in the comment section. Thanks so much. See you next time. Bye.